Hey, this is Justin Poole again. Yeah, oh, who's this?
Oh, gee.
Here he comes. This is the Joe Finnie.
Wow.
Good morning, Joe. Yeah.
Good to see you. Very good to see you. Hey, you get. I like, if not now, when.
If not now, when? What do you think? What do you think of there?
I think
What do you
that's
think
a
of
good
that
one.
out there?
Yeah, all three of you.
If
You
not
can
now,
write in and let us know.
If not now, when?
I'll be right back.
All right. Yeah. Why do people do it? Why do people become artists? It's it doesn't make sense. Does
Why
it?
are they plagued with artist attitudes and artist personalities?
Yeah,
And how did they learn to live with it?
Artist antidepressants. It's this weird thing that it goes on like that.
Oh, it does.
Yeah.
How many artists are in Skid Row, for crying out loud?
Yeah, and they're always struggling, and they're always wondering what the hell happened, you know. And since I've fallen into that demographic, I said, what the hell am I doing here?
That's a great question.
I said,
It's led us up here at 6:30 in the morning on the 29th of February.
Yeah, thanks.
The day that will not reappear for 4 years. The oddest day of the year.
We're doing this on leap year. This is episode number 2. We're doing it on leap year, and hopefully that means something. But
Does somebody, will somebody write a poem about this, or perhaps paint a picture?
But that's the thing. That's the show, and we're looking for people. We're looking for artists who want to have something to say, want to express something. We want to know why you do it, and what makes it work for you, and what doesn't make it work for you. We want to learn for ourselves. We want to understand why artists do what they do. What is the whole thing about creative? You have writers, you have poets, you have sculptors, you have architects, you have all these people who want to create stuff.
Paper mache
Ego,
people.
you know, and part of it's ego, but it's not the only thing. I think philosophers have wondered about this since the beginning of time. There's this drive to be creative. It's deep, and people know they're not going to succeed for the most part. They hope they will, but they know they probably won't. But they do it anyway.
Well, they won't succeed monetarily. The money, the property, and the prestige may not come, but they're driven to it, and they do it. There are a lot of artists who just sit at home and create nice art, and their relatives see it, and that's about it, which is fine. But in this world that we live in, if you're not making beaucoup bucks and your name's not on a cereal box or something, who the hell are you? And that ain't right. I don't look any better.
Well, no. Well,
darn it. Where's the makeup?
It's too late.
It's it's too late. The genetic foundation has already been laid, Joe.
But that's what we want. We're going to be reaching out to artists, anybody we can find, anybody with a story that wants to share with us, anybody
that's a great idea.
Anybody that's got, because it's again, it's self-interest. I want to know for myself. It's just been it's something that it's so much a part of me that it's just I consider myself part of this art tribe, and I think Joe does too. And it's it's this weird thing, because you walk around suffering and struggling, and you say, what the hell? Well, just don't do it. Don't do anything, dummy.
And you can't get away from it, can you?
Yeah, and then a few years go by. I haven't worked. I sculpted every day for most of my adult life, and a lot of it was commercial art. I did mannequin prototypes. I did mostly sculpture, 3D stuff. And 3 years ago, it stopped, and now I'm at a point after having made nothing. This is the longest period I've made no art in my whole life, probably since I was 3. And I'm sitting here saying, what was that all about? Will you get back to it? And will I ever make anything again? And what the hell was it all about anyway? So that's what we're here for. We want to interview people, and we're going to find out, and hopefully it'll be helpful. I don't know.
I can dig it. An asshole wordsmith who's had too much college would say he has an existential problem. But I think anybody with a lick of sense and a heart will notice, and with me too, we can't avoid it. We can't not want to do it. We can't not do it. It's in us, and we have to do it. We have to do art. We have to create art or suffer the consequences. And there are consequences. And we all know that. If you're an artist out there, you do. I'd like to hear from somebody who's had a really rough time and has come to some armistice or agreement with themselves as artists. And that's one of the things I've noticed with many artists, because most of the artists I know, it hurts them. It's not a pleasant activity. It's something that they're driven to do, and they have to do. And if they don't do it, they're in real trouble. And you go, what the hell kind of a personality is this? For God's sakes, can't you just make a living, make a few bucks, get by?
Yeah, knock it off.
Knock it off. No, we're stuck. But for this, the pain and the struggle and the trouble, I see artists who are at peace with their art and themselves and their creative abilities. And I look at them and I marvel, like, oh, isn't this wonderful? Look what they've done. Look how they've come to understand what they're doing and to work with it, as opposed to fight it or try to ignore it, and that don't work because we suffer because of that. So I'm very interested in that too. How have you come to terms with your membership in the artistic tribe? And you see us on the street. You'll meet us and you'll go, he's one of us. And then you'll go weeks and not see one of us. And then you'll identify us. I think if we die and we go to heaven, we'll have a whole nation of artists up there. And we'll all walk around and know each other. You know, maybe we'll have a certain pin or suit. But living with it, can be a trouble, especially when you're not exercising it in some creative or sharing way with other people. And if you've got a story, please send it in. We'd love to hear it. We'll put it up maybe.
Yeah, that's the nut here. What we're doing, we're reaching out. We want to hear from you. We want to interview you. We want to know. We want to get information. We want you to tell us about your journey. So show us what you got.
God, isn't that a great idea? Is this the end of our show today?
Yep.
Okay, hold on. I want to make a constant contribution to the show, a song every time that you can look up on YouTube that is so good, I want to share it with you, because you're an artist and you're really going to enjoy it. Okay, let's see here. They won't be able to read that, will they? Will they? I don't know.
What is it?
It's the most transcendently beautiful music I've heard in years.
Are you going to play it?
No, but I want you to see the...
Why don't you just play audio?
Okay, I will.
It won't sound great.
Oh, it's backwards. Look.
That's okay. No,
Okay.
but play the audio and at least give them a bite and read it.
I didn't. Oh, it's Trieste, Triste, in quotes, by the Alba, Armengou. Next word, Saint. Next word, Andreu. Next word, jazz. Next word, band. September 26, 2017. Now, can I pull that up? I don't think so, because my phone is screwy. But I'm telling you, if you hear it, you'll hear some lovely artwork. And they're young people. And this guy put them together. They're like a high school band of very good musicians in Spain, I think. And we'll hear it later. We'll be better prepared next show.
Yeah, and a new feature to the show. I think what we should do each time, we should try to bring something. Let's like present something that we think we're inspired by every time.
Oh, absolutely.
And we'd like to know what gets you moving too.
Wouldn't it be great if you did? We could have like a visual art or whatever. And we'll be traveling around. We have some traveling to do with other people who work in the arts. We have some great artists here in town. We'll be interviewing them, and it's going to be really nice. It's kind of the wide open spaces here, and we look like a regular show with a couple of ego freaks who want to be famous, but indeed we have a different mission.
Believe it or not.
Believe it or no. And God bless you all. I hope you have a lovely day, and maybe come to better terms with your artistic capability, and maybe make something or write something today, so you can have a little smile when you go to bed.
So this has been If Not Now, When?
That's it, Productions.
Interview with an artist. Thank you for watching.